Holy moly. Have you been watching what's going on in the US stock market? Have you been watching what's going on in the Bitcoin market? We're having massive bleedings from both sectors happening in front of our eyes after the Fed meeting that says, look, they're going to start tempering, that they're going to hike up the interest rate. Okay. And, why are we having such a big sell-off? Well, I've been saying it for a while now. The market is rigged. Some people call it propped up. Some people may call, staging. Whatever you want to use, whatever word you want to use. In my opinion, the whole market is rigged. The only reason the stock market is going up and up and up, where we have thousands and thousands, if not millions of people without jobs, companies that don't have workers, employee shortages, over 7 million people that didn't make their house payments, and so on and so on. Well, guess what? It's being set up. It's being staged to keep going up and up. The elites, the powers to be, don't want the stock market to crash. They don't want the real estate market to crash. And they can do this and continue playing these games for quite a while before we have a civil war in America, because inflation, when we have hyperinflation, it's going to hurt a lot of Americans. It's already starting to hurt a lot of Americans, okay? Or they jack up the interest rates to that 18%, 19% that I've been forecasting for a while now. Because if they don't, we will have civil war. We will have civil unrest. We already saw it just less than a year ago. Okay, now imagine when half the population, 60% of the population can't eat, they can't feed their family, what's going to happen? Because if they don't raise the interest rate, then we're going to have hyperinflation. If they do raise the interest rate, it's going to hurt a lot of businesses, a lot of corporations. And I'm not talking about small and medium-sized businesses, because they've already been devastated. I'm talking about zombie companies on the stock market. I'm talking about all these companies that wouldn't be doing the kind of growth they would have if they didn't get the cheesy money, the free, interest-free money, because they're close to the printing press, okay? And if they don't raise the interest rate, then we're going to have, bloodshed in the street, because there's the have and the have-nots are just separating more and more. One great example is, I don't care where you are in America, I can guarantee you that homelessness has grown significantly, okay? I don't care if you're in Oklahoma, you're in Texas, you're in California, you're in Colorado, you're in Vegas, it doesn't matter. As I travel America, I've seen homelessness just dramatically increase like you wouldn't believe. Well, eventually, there's going to be more than 30% of the population living on the street, right? Because, when you have the home or one asset class goes up 15 to 25% in 1 year, what do you think is going to happen, right? When so many people are going to be priced out of the housing market. So, we're seeing massive sell-off because the smart money has already realized a while back, I've been reporting it, they've been selling off, that, the Fed's not going to keep bailing them out, or if they do keep bailing them out, then we're going to have A, civil war in America, and B, we're going to lose the world reserve currency, because as more and more nations realize that we're the cause of their inflation, because what the world reserve currency means is that we print out these money, and we send it out to all these other countries, and they send us their goods. That's what it means to be world reserve currency. Okay, so we print it, we send it out, this fake money, and we get actual chickens, we get actual knives, bicycles, computers, iPhones, whatever you can imagine. Okay, and a lot of these countries are just getting killed by our inflation policies because of all the printing, because it's devaluing, their people's life energy as well, on top of us in America, our life energy. So, A, we're going to have